Hello my lovely animals, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ann if you don't know who I am, and today we're going to do our May favorites. Nothing much really happened in May. I went to Houston for a wedding, post-grad life. I did graduate, like I mentioned in my last video. I uploaded 2 tutorials, so if you want to check them out, go to my channel and check them out. You won't regret it. I do have a whole bunch of favorites all across the board because I was trying all kinds of new different products. So without further ado, let's do it. First, I'm gonna start off with the makeup, of course. I bought one of Anastasia's new shades. I bought Dolce. As you guys may or may not already know, I do love Anastasia's formula. This right here is very similar to Lovely I have. If you have Lovely, it's the same shade range, but Lovely is more of like a dusty pink, and this one's more on that. It has coral undertones in it. So on the lip, it's going to look a lot different than this when it dries down. So we're just going to let that dry down a little bit. I wore it 5 times in May, and that's a lot. I kind of wore it like whenever I had the opportunity to. So every time I had a lipstick on besides filming, it was Dolce. And this one right here, this one is Can. I wore this in my April favorites. And this is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Very similar in color, but this one's a little bit darker. My lip's a better shade, but there are those. I really love these. A girl needs some muted pinks in her life, you know what I'm saying? So I like these. Next makeup item I have is the palette I use in my special occasions tutorial. This is the Nudes by Maybelline, and it has all of these neutral colors. I really like this. This was about $9 to $10, and it has all the shades that you need to make a natural look. It has a cream pearl color in there, a metallic gold that I'm wearing right now. I like this color on the lid because it kind of has like a purple reflex, so it looks purple, and there's a bronze, there's a dark shimmery brown, and there's taupes, there's a black. It has everything you need in here. The only downside to it is there's not a lot of like true matte in here. A lot of the colors that look matte are really satin, and then all the shimmers are great. I really like this palette for their price. It does look sort of like that drugstore eyeshadow look, if that makes any sense to you. When you see it in the commercials and you see, oh, that looks like a drugstore eyeshadow, looks exactly like that when you apply it. It looks like that kind of consistency. With all the variety that you get in here, it's a perfect amount. Like all of the darker shades are what they need to be, all the lighter shades are what they need to be, and you have the matte where it's appropriate. Like this nude color right here is appropriate. It's a well thought out palette. Next item is a BB cream. I got sent this Pure Elise BB Tinted Moist Cream in medium, and I really like this. This is the first BB cream that I have owned. The coverage is light to buildable medium. This says it has a natural looking coverage, flawless finish for all skin types, even sensitive. With this BB cream, I can still see my imperfections, like I can still see my freckles, broken capillaries, but it really takes care of redness. You know, I feel like it's good for my skin, so I like wearing it. It doesn't get oily because my skin is breathing, if that makes any sense. It's not overproducing oil. They were nice enough to send that to me, so ooh, I like this, girl. You know I like that. Next item I have is the new Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this, but it really depends if you like waterproof formulas, because it's going to be really stubborn to take off. Even with waterproof makeup remover, it was a little bit difficult to get off. I don't find that it flakes too much on me, but I'm not picking at it. I don't find that it smudges too much. People expect it to be like completely waterproof, but then agitation has to get some of it off. This is $21, and I consider it to be very worth it because the packaging is just very nice. The color is amazing. It's weighted, so it's not some cheap mascara made out of plastic. They have textured water droplets, so you kind of just like feeling on it. They have the hourglass wand, if you can see that. It's really nice. I like it. Is it the best? Mascara, probably not. I do like the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara regular. I would probably pick that one up more than this one, only because I don't always want to deal with getting the stubborn mascara off. But if I were to say I know I was gonna get stuck in a situation where it's high stress, I would probably use this, and I'm definitely gonna use it to get my money's worth because they don't have a travel size for this yet, but I would have picked up the travel size. I don't think it looks like on the box, but with the lashes that I have, it's really hard to gauge how good the mascara is, so it probably will perform better on people with longer lashes. These are the Blooming Lash in the style Peony, and I really like these. I use these in my special occasions makeup tutorial, and I really like these until I talked about cutting off one cluster to make it fit. When I cut off a cluster, they fit on my eye weird, but they look nice. If I close my eyes, they look like a lash here and a lash there. So it kind of looks weird, but it looks cool when you open your eyes. It's just the placement of the lashes now that I've cut them is kind of weird. If I got these again, if I were to trim anything again, as odd as this sounds, I would trim off the middle. I know, it's weird. The lashes just weren't in the right position. They just looked like they were shifted sideways because I trimmed them the wrong way. I haven't messed them up yet. They're still good. I wore them a good like 4 times and they're still going strong. They just look really awkward on the eyes now that I trimmed them, so I'm probably going to have to place them a little bit further out. Another favorite is this NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer. This is waterproof. Here's the thing about this. I haven't really tested this to see the longevity of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but when I did try this out, I put it like a little circle on my arm, and then I put on like a decent performing eyeshadow on top of it, and that circle on my arm was super intense, vibrant. I was like, oh my gosh, and all around it was just like the eyeshadow just chilling on my arm. And then I tried other primers on my arm and they were not nearly as vibrant as this made it come out. So I really like this, and I'm gonna give it a couple more shots when I don't have an event to go to or if I'm not filming. Oh, I have one last favorite. I'm so sorry. I told you there was a lot of favorites. This is the Kylie Jenner nail polish from the Trend Matters collection, and this is a shimmer matte. So the finish of this on the bottom is called Angel. I love the angel finishes. They are so amazing, and this is my favorite color. If Sinful Colors doesn't already come out with this angel finish, I'm definitely gonna start buying them. The formula on these are okay. They're a little bit thicker than I would like. This one was thin, so it's kind of inconsistent across the board. They last about 4 to 5 days. But the thing I really like about this one, it has a really fine, really super fine shimmer in it. It's not chunky at all. It just gives it a shimmer, but it's not so much where it's frosty. The polish itself is a little bit on the satiny matte side, and I really like it. It's just difficult to like completely get off, but oh, like this one right here, this one is my favorite shade out of the entire collection that I've seen so far. The entire thing. I'm wearing Kitty Pink right now, and I really like Kitty Pink too, but it doesn't have that awesome formula, but it is like a semi matte. So I like this one too, but I didn't try it out in May, so I didn't include it, so it's probably gonna be in the next one. So alright, now I'm going to start talking about some beauty cocktails. So sometimes with products you feel like one thing is good and then you combine it with another thing and then it's amazing. So I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with that. The first beauty cocktail I have is this one. It's the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment and also the Tarte Maracuja Oil. I love these two together. It's super hydrating and it really treats my face. When I put this one on my face after I've washed and toned my face and then lock it in with the oil, my face looks like a giant grease ball. But in the morning, my face is so supple, it's springy, it's nice and moisturized. Everything glides on top of it well. I'm gonna try to do this weekly or bi-weekly because I have noticed that my skin has been very dehydrated. So I really want to stay on top of this and also shave dead hair off my face. I really should get some sort of exfoliant for my face. This is a wonderful beauty cocktail. Two great products, even better together. Next beauty cocktail I have involves hair products. So I love these three products together. I've mentioned the this isn't it, is it? Oh, this isn't it. I'm sorry. Okay, I have the correct bottle now. So I've talked about the Chi Silk Infusion in one of my favorites from last year, and I love this product for putting into my hair when it's wet and then blow drying it, and it makes my hair feel super soft. Like this product, would recommend for sure. I washed my hair and did this, and then when I blow dried my hair, I tried the Not Your Mother's In a Heartbeat Blow Dry Accelerator. I really like this. It does cut the blow dry time in half, literally. And if I'm having a lazy day where I don't want to round brush my hair and I kind of just want to run my blow dryer through it, benefits: reduces drying time, provides thermal protection for all hair types. And the smell isn't offensive at all. It smells like hair product and fruit punch, like good hair product. So just spray this in my hair, comb it out evenly, and blow dry my hair. And then on top of that, I've tried the Total Protect Defense Lotion by Chi. I showed this in my Take Her Swimming video, and this, I used it because it's supposed to protect against chlorine, UV rays, so when you go to the beach you can put this in your hair, and if you have colored hair, this will protect it too. And it adds moisture. The cool thing about the Chi Total Protect Defense Lotion, this is a travel size, so it has this little clip, so you don't have to worry about the pump going anywhere. The smell, I can't put my finger on what the smell is. It's like vanilla, but not typical vanilla. So I really can't put my finger on it. It's probably something else that's similar to vanilla, but it's not vanilla. The three of these things together, after I went swimming, my hair has never ever felt that good, probably since I was a baby, like when I came out the womb. Like, hello, hair's nice. I could not stop feeling my hair, and it lasted. My hair was nice, but then I tried it again without taking a swim in the pool, and it didn't feel as nice. So, I don't know, it might have been the chlorine, but these three together in conjunction with the swim, oh, so nice. Oh my goodness. My last favorite hair product that I've been loving, I got this from Beautycon as well. I also got this from Beautycon as well, just in case you wanted to know. So I got the Garnier Fruity Style new Full and Plush Root Amp Root Lifting Spray Mousse. And this doesn't give you like super lifted roots, but it just gives you like a little bit. This has extreme hold. It's supposed to give you volume. It has cotton flower extract, boost volume, no sticky way down. And that's true. A lot of these hair products don't weigh my hair down, which I love. I love how far hair products has gone in terms of being lightweight. So it just gives me a little bit of root lifting. And then I've been curling my hair a lot lately, so instead of my hair being completely flat on my head like this, I've been getting my hair to kind of sit like this to have the curl kind of, you know, cascade off of this like bump on my hair. Instead of giving it volume this way, I give the volume this way off of my middle part. Just give it a little tease and you know, girl. Curling wands. I really like curling wands. I don't know what I've done in my life before I got curling wands. I got these curling wands at TJ Maxx. Hector got me this 32mm one from Nutika. I really like this mint color. The barrel is very fat. This is good for beachy waves, but I haven't been in the mood for beachy waves, so I've been using this one over here. I used this one on my hair today, but my hair did kind of fall because of the humidity. This is the Numi 25mm classic wand, and this is the pink one. Both of them have an on-off switch, and that was very... This one is really great for the curls I have right now, like just standard curls. I don't know how to define the standard of curls, but I don't know. I've been really loving the curls I have. Once they settle down after the spirals, they're really nice. The downside to it is that, I don't know, I feel like the insides get too hot and I get concerned. Each of them did come with a heat glove, so I use that. I don't really think the heat protectant glove works too well, but at least they give you something. Alright, let's get to tech stuff. So if you haven't heard, I am the owner of a new Sony a5100 in white. If you are wondering how this performed for me and I haven't told you yet, here is my little rundown. I like this camera. The image of the camera is very Sony-like, if that makes any sense. If you're very familiar with cameras, each brand is going to give you a different sort of like standard image, like when you just point and shoot. I really like it for vlogging. I feel a lot more comfortable with vlogging now. You have no idea. Like, I just whip it out and I don't care. I'm like, yes, I'm vlogging. You see me? Do you see me? Yes, you see me. You see me vlogging. What you gonna do about it? I'm not gonna lie, this was a very great choice for me. I wish it did a little bit more, but at the same time, I haven't really had a chance to sit down and really play with my settings because it's really like turn it on, go. I need this to be on auto. I don't like it for very detailed pictures, so detailed pictures are gonna be with my DSLR that I'm using right now still. Not very good with products like I thought it was gonna be, but it's good for selfies. I really like it, and then the screen is super convenient. I find myself looking up too much in vlogs, so if you see me in the next couple of vlogs looking up, that's why. It's very hard to not look at yourself when you're trying to stay natural, but at the same time you're like, hello girl, what's up today? Make sure you don't have no boogers in your nose. There's a couple of things that I would want to change from this, but I like it. I got the white, so that means it came with like the gunmetal gray lens. The focal length could be a little better. I'm so used to putting it at a certain distance away, and now I kind of have to back up a little bit in order to get that macro shot. Yeah, I don't know, like I can't give you a too professional of opinion, but if you want to hear it from someone that does vlogging and beauty blogging, I like the camera. It's a good camera to have just for convenience, just to be quick and just to hit record and just go. I've been satisfied with my footage. I haven't really crunched a vlog from one yet. I've looked at stuff and I'm okay with it. You know, you can fix a lot of things, and there's some features on here that I don't have on my camera right now because it's an older model. In terms of accessories, on this right now I have a UV filter by Insignia, which kind of makes the camera a little bit more bulky than it already is because the lens doesn't completely retract back in the camera like a normal point and shoot. This lens is detachable, so it gives it a little bit of extra bulk. If you did notice, I do have a grip on here, and this is actually a cover for the camera. Hold on. I got this cover on Amazon, and if you want the link to it, I'll definitely leave it down below because I don't remember what it is. I just looked up Alpha 5100 camera case and this came up. It has the grip that can stay on there. It screws into the threading at the bottom, and then it snaps like that, and then it exposes the side with the memory card and then the charging port. It came with this strap. I'm not too fond of this strap, but on my graduation day my Sony strap was lost, so I have to use this one. This case is alright. It's obviously made in China. Like, the piping had a paper on it, and the paper was sticking to the piping, so that was not great. But the stitching on here is actually like really good and even, surprisingly. The stitching on here is actually pretty nice. It's uniform. It just has like a couple defects. Like there's like a little bit of sticky stuff on here that I can't really get rid of. The grip does screw into the threading at the bottom, but it also has more threading so that you can put it into a tripod. So you can put this into mini tripods. The last thing I have on here is as a glass screen protector. I really don't like this. I got the wrong sort of screen protector. I figured the higher model ones would stick on here, and it's just not sticking on there right. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to contact them because I did get the wrong size. But this is my Expert Shield, and it's kind of weird. I'm sorry. I didn't wipe this down before I started filming, but the outsides right here, it's not really sticking. So I don't know what's going on with that. It was completely dry when I put it on, but you know, whatever. If you're considering getting it for vlogging, it's a good investment. I really like this, and I do see this going down long term. I'm just super afraid to scratch it. If you're afraid of getting it dirty, it doesn't get dirty very easily because the body is made out of like this kind of like a matte plastic. It does have Wi-Fi too, so you can send stuff directly to your phone, which is awesome. I've done that a couple of times with some Instagram photos with food. Not necessarily any selfies, but I've done it with food and uploading stuff to Yelp. The last thing that I wanted to mention that is my favorite is this little guy right here. This is the Canon RC-6. This is an infrared remote for my DSLR that I'm using right now. I have been wanting to get this forever, but the camera that I have, it wasn't compatible with the ones that could zoom, so I was like, I don't really know if I want just a trigger. Guess what? Just the trigger is so useful, especially if you're doing just makeup, because I can sit here and I don't have to reach all the way over here to hit the button in order to start recording. I can autofocus because I've been having tons of problems not being able to get it in focus, and also I can white balance from far away now. I can just click the button from here and just hit that. So it has like two functions where you can just put it down here, and then you can do the immediate release of the shutter, and then it'll focus if you have it on autofocus, and then you can flip it up to 2 in order to record after you got your focus done. I did somehow manage to get a fake remote. So I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted to see a video comparison of the two, the real remote and the fake remote. This one came from Best Buy, and we ordered one on Amazon at the same time, and I couldn't wait anymore because the one on Amazon got lost. So I got this one, and I also had the Insignia one. I don't recommend the Insignia one because the range on the Insignia one is terrible. So if you want to see a comparison, I would have to buy a battery for the fake one. Let me know. I'm gonna put a poll up here, so answer the poll and let me know if you want to see a comparison between those two. I already returned the Insignia one because it was just terrible. So if you want to see that, if you want to see a comparison with this one and the fake remote, let me know. It was so terrible. I am so ashamed of ordering it. Let me tell you something. I tried to order one that wasn't dirt cheap so I wouldn't get a defective product, and it said it was used, and it was never used at all. I was like, this isn't used, it's just fake. It's never been opened before. I had the real one in my hand at the time when I was opening the fake one. I was like fuming. I was like, I can't believe we went through all this trouble for a fake remote. Alright guys, that was the end of my May favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like, you can follow me on social media. My links are down below at MakeupANnimal. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, Snapchat, all the social media that you would like. I am there. Alright guys, until next time, keep it cute. And I'll see you soon. Bye! So, yes, because I uploaded two tutorials, and I had an opportunity, blah, 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 blah.